Hi, this is Diane Lovetobake on YouTube, and what we're going to make is pizza. But basically the recipe that I'm giving you is to make the pizza dough. Now this particular pizza dough is a good one. It is made with all-purpose flour. I do have several on my channel. I have thin, I have medium, thick, Chicago style, you name it, I've got it on my channel. So please check out if you're looking for a good pizza dough, and also the sauces to put on it. I have some that are cooked sauce and some that are very easy, so do check it out. I want to give you the recipe how to make the dough right off the bat because it won't be printed below the video. If you've probably watched quite a few of my videos, you know that I'm no longer doing that due to so many people copying and taking my videos and putting them on other websites. So I'm gonna, slowly go through the ingredients. Also, I made my dough in a bread maker on the dough cycle. You can do this by hand if you prefer, but I find it's much easier for me and I get really perfect results. Here's the recipe. 1.5 cups of water, and that's hot water at 110 degrees Fahrenheit. 1/2 teaspoon of granulated sugar, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of salt, 3 tablespoons of olive oil, whatever brand or type of oil you prefer. I like olive oil. And 2 packages of active dry yeast. Now, I'm going to put a pizza together very quickly for us on a 15-inch. But I primarily use even an 18-inch, which is a bigger pizza. This 15 will come out a little extra thick, so if you like that, you might want to use a 15. If you want it to be more medium thickness, use an 18. I went ahead and I oiled that. I want to show you what the dough looks like. So I want to pull it out of my container here with a little flour on my countertop. The dough is a little bit wet. It's a wet dough, so it will stick to your fingers a little bit. You don't want to put too much flour because you don't want the dough to be, dense or heavy. So I try to work with very little flour possible here. And I'm just going to roll it out into a circle. And I'm going to pick up the dough, and like I said, it's a little bit of a sticky dough. I'm just going to lay it down on my pan, and then I'm going to do the rest of the shaping. Now, a lot of my pizza doughs, you really have to roll it out. You can't just plop it down as I did this one, but this particular little recipe, it comes out really nice. But I don't have to roll it. It's mostly just to hand form it. And I think they come out really nice that way too. When they look like they're more hand tossed or handmade, okay? So as you see, just form it, bring it to the edge. Try to make sure everything's as equal as possible. And then I'm going to just put my sauce on, and of course you can put whatever type of toppings that you want on your pizza. I'm just using today pepperoni and ground sirloin, but of course you can use whatever toppings and onions, pineapple, anchovies, mushrooms, Italian sausage. I mean, there's so many ways. Or maybe you want to do a vegetarian pizza. So I'm just going to even that out. And now I have some cheese, mozzarella. Now you might like a blend of cheeses, which is really nice too. A lot of people say, well, gee, how much are you putting down? Well, this is actually 10 ounces that I have here, because I grind my own cheese and then I like to freeze it. And that way I know how much, you know, is going on each pizza, and you get an idea calorie-wise. Okay, and then I have the pepperoni. I just buy the stick pepperoni and I cut it myself. And I'm gonna put down pepperoni. Okay. And they're just so fun to make, pizza, because I think everybody likes pizza. Now, I bake mine at 450 degrees, and they generally come up in 18 to 20 minutes. You might want to bake it at 425. All our ovens set up so differently, as we know. And I'm going to grab just a little more pepperoni here. The freezer. And put that down. And I think I'll save some time. Everybody knows how to make a pizza on putting the ground sirloin on the top. Okay, but there you have it. Just put it in the oven. Like I said, for 18 to 20 minutes. I'm usually at 450 degrees, and they come out just beautifully. I want to just get this out of the way, and I want to show you one that is just coming out of the oven as we speak. Okay, I just gotta lift it out and put a hot pad here on my countertop. Okay. And here it is. It comes out so pretty. I hope you can see that, and how nice and golden brown the crust is. I particularly like to bake mine kind of well done. Again, not everybody likes it as well done. Take it out a little earlier, but I like to see the brownness baked on the cheese. Okay, and it's very hot, but well, you know what? I'm going to cut it, and then I'll be able to show you the bottom of it, okay? But I don't know if you can really see it. I want to just pull it up to the camera again so you can sort of see the thickness of the crust. Oh, how beautiful this came out. Okay, and I'm going to just cut it. Now the crust is very crispy. I don't know if you can even hear it as I'm going through. Here, I'm gonna get that hot pad out of the way. It's kind of hard to cut it if it's not level. But it's an extremely crunchy, crisp crust. It smells absolutely delicious. And I'm going to pull one out to show you the thickness of it. And then I hope you can see the bottom, how beautiful brown it is, and how nice that crust is. It's crispy, but it's very light. It's not a heavy, dense dough. I think you'd really like this one. And like I said, this is a larger pizza here. This is an 18-inch, and I made the one for you on the 15. So it's going to be up to you which one you want to make, the size, the thickness of the dough, and that type of thing. But this is a great pizza dough recipe with just using regular flour, because many of my videos have more of a high gluten flour that most pizzerias use. But everyone these days are, changing their diets and, getting away from gluten or that type of thing. Yet there is gluten in all-purpose flour, but at least it's not high gluten. So it's really up to you to choose the type of pizza dough that you want. And I hope you check my channel on Diane Lovetobake on YouTube for those pizza dough recipes and sauces. I also want to know if you try this recipe and you like it, leave a comment, because I'd love to hear from you. I'd also like to remind you to please watch my videos solely on YouTube, because when you write to me, comment, or ask questions, if they're not on YouTube, I'm not able to answer you. So I really appreciate you watching me solely on YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. If you're so inclined to give me a like or even ring the bell, that would be fantastic. I want to thank you for always watching Diane Lovetobake on YouTube, and I'll see you soon.